So hey everybody, I had to come outside and show the garden. These are my herbs. They're growing pretty good. Let me show you my other herbs. They're growing really good. I had to water them. Okay. So this is the beginning of the garden here, and these are in pots. And I got these pots maybe about 3-4 years ago from Amazon. And I put my tomato, those are tomatoes there. And let me see what this is. Let's see. We got some zucchini, squash. We got some yellow squash. My mom loves squash. We did not plant green beans this year. This is cucumbers. So, cucumbers, squash, tomatoes. I got to get some green beans and plant my green beans. Green beans turned out amazing last year. And this is my garden. This is the other part of the garden. This is where we have all of our greens. Our greens and our onions at. Let me get you over. This is the... Still got to do some work. Put the rest of the fence up. But we got collards. We got turnips. We got mustard. And I think we got a little kale in here. But we have our onions. Our onions are in here as well. Those are onions. These are onions. Got some back there. But yeah. Then I got my lavender in there. But yeah, this is what I had to get up. Because it's going to be a scorcher today. So I had to get up and make sure I watered. So now I can head back in and get my lunch prepared for the day. Stay tuned, guys. So now I am preparing my lunch for the day. I decided the salad is going to be so hot. I don't want anything on my stomach. It's going to make me upset. That was the water. So I'm going to have a patty out of to put in with my salad. Yeah, and there's some other things I think I'm gonna put in here. But this is what my morning routine is gonna look like. Stay tuned. So I put in the air fryer. I'm gonna put some little seasoning salt, a little garlic and parsley, black pepper, and you cannot forget to put your onion powder in there. So I'm gonna put this in there, y'all. Make sure you season stuff good, y'all. You want it to taste good. And then I'll get back to y'all with the finished results. So everybody, I am going to be making a smoothie to go along with my lunch. Today, these are the things that you'll need to make your smoothie. Blender, ice, little juice, and your frozen fruit. This is the key to a great smoothie. Frozen fruit. I'm going to use a little blue agave, okay? Come on, y'all, let's get to it. Yep, don't be scared. Pour it all up in there. Pour it on in there. Let me break it up and put it in there. Okay. We got our ice. Put the ice up in there. You got your juice. This is my grandson's juicy juice, but I'm going to use a little bit because I don't have no more juice. Okay. Let me eyeball it. And I would say that you're going to, that's enough. And because you're going to put just a little bit more blue agave. That wasn't even a teaspoon, y'all. Okay. We're going to get our top here. Put your top on. Close it. Start it. Smoothie. Back to the fridge. Now we're going to turn it on again because all of our stuff at the top has not blended. So we're going to go a second. Okay, we are all done blending. I am now about to take this out. Look at this. With the dragon fruit, strawberries, apple juice. Look at that. That's how you want it. You want a thick smoothie. I like mine thick. I don't know if you like yours. If so, all you have to do is add more liquid. Some people add water. You can add what you want depending on whatever your diet is. But I use a little of that apple juice because it does have a little sugar in it, and I am trying to watch what I eat. As you can see, the consistency. So why I like mine thick like this is because it gives it time. If it's hot outside like it will be today, I most definitely don't want it to melt quickly. I want to be able to enjoy all the good taste of this smoothie. And another thing is I have this nice baby that will keep it from my thermos from melting. So yeah, that's just a tip. So I'm going to get this out of here and put this in my baby to go to work with me, and I'll be right back. So here is the burger on here, and I'm going to shred some vegan smoked Gouda on here. Okay, here we go. This is my salad for lunch. I have red peppers, green peppers, fresh onions. I have tomatoes. I do not have any cucumbers. However, I'm fine with that. And I have vegan Beyond Burger and the smoked Gouda on top with, I think I put cranberries in here. Cranberries and walnuts. No, almonds. Cranberries and almonds, shaved almonds. And this is my lunch along with the smoothie, guys. So I got a salad and a smoothie for lunch. Hey y'all, I'm back. So I got the lunch prepared. Now I gotta get this head prepared. And like I said, it's gonna be 88 here. So none of this down today, okay? None of this. I don't want nothing in my face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wet everything down. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wet everything down with this color, and I've actually colored it again. You have to You have to make sure that you're taking care of this color right here, because baby, you will not have a lick of hair. Do you hear me? A lick of hair. Since I've colored this, I have cut my hair twice. Cut it twice. I was here, now I'm here. And that's only because I don't want the breakage. So, I made some oils up. Look. This is actually a chlorophyll bottle. And the reason why I use this chlorophyll bottle is to make sure, this glass chlorophyll bottle is to make sure that the contents that are in here stay in here, that they're in something that's pure, so I can get the most out of the most benefits out of what I've used. So in here I have fresh rosemary. I have olive oil. I got black seed oil. And I believe I got castor oil. I got all these things in here, and I've had that for about, my goodness, I don't know, I think I've had this for about a year. This oil for about a year. If not a year, maybe close to a year. So I always oil my hair with that. And it's not heavy. It's not. But with color, you can't play around with color, because for the simple fact, it will break off. You can't play around with it, okay? And that's one thing I learned over the years. You can't play around with color. I'm not a licensed cosmetologist, but I have done my hair for many years. And that is one thing I can tell you. You can't play around with it. So I like to oil it real good. And like I said, this will not be down today. Will not be hanging. Make sure that's that. And I'm going to wet it. Let them sides down. Y'all don't be scared to do y'all hair now. Especially if it's short, if it's long, I don't care what it is. Get in there and play around. Now, hold on. Disclaimer. Now, if you're using curling irons and stuff like that, now when you get in there, now don't turn them up on high. Okay? Don't do that. Because you don't want to burn your hair out. You're like rolling your hair up and putting you some little ponytails and stuff in there. That's one thing about growing up. In my era, I was born in the 70s, okay? 73 to be exact. There are a lot of things like we learned, you know, off real. I had a sister. My sister did her hair from a very young age. And I watched her. And then, of course, we went to the salons and got our hair did, but for the most part, when we couldn't go to the salon and get our hair did, not because, you know, there was not any funding, but you know how it is when you just don't feel like going. We could get in there and do our own hair. We can curl and whatever else, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we did. So I learned from a very young age, like, how to start taking care of myself, making sure my hair was did all the time. When I was coming up, that was a necessity. Like, your hair had to be done, like, period. There wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You kept your hair did. You stayed neat, meaning your clothing. You know, you stayed well dressed. Even for the people that didn't have a lot of clothes coming up, they knew how to do with what they had. I'm putting some gel on it, y'all. I'm going to comb it through. And trust and believe, this gel now ain't nothing like the gel back in the day. The gel back in the day would have your hair like a brick, okay? I don't know if it's my texture, my hair. My hair used to be thick. I don't know if it's my texture, my hair, but I put this gel in my hair right now. Y'all, it will not be hard. It barely even want to lay down, okay? Because I don't even have my sides perm. I didn't even perm my sides yet. I was supposed to been perm my sides, but I haven't done that yet. I don't know why, but I haven't. So that's that scenario. But like I said, trying to lay these sides down and all that stuff, baby. Let me tell you. I need to do a perm. I think I'll do one this weekend. My great nephew, yes, I did say great nephew, has graduated from high school, and his mom, my niece, is giving him a graduation party. So that is what I will be doing. Excuse me, guys. That is what I will be doing this weekend. But yeah, like we learned how to do with what we had. Like you watch, you listen, and you do. I was trying to see, was that one line guy? Like I showed on this video, you'll see a brief part of my yard, which is huge. And so for the past 12 years that I have lived here, I have literally myself, my brother, whoever come over besides me to help. I have done the yard, and I think probably one of the best to do it, baby, because I ain't played with it. My yard looked like it had a professional to come out and do it. So yeah, I think that's the line guy. He's here. I couldn't do it no more. Like literally working 2 jobs, and it was just a bit much. Like for real. Like that yard had you sore, and your body like hurting. I don't want to hurt. And I just don't have the time. I don't have the time. So, you know, you have to make the sacrifice. You know, what you gonna do? You gonna do it, or you gonna find somebody to do it? Because here it is, you're working 2 jobs. So it ain't that you don't have the money. So that wasn't the issue. I was thankful that I did have it. And my line guy was a blessing with what he blessed me with to do the yard. And when I say he does an amazing job, y'all. He does an amazing job. Do you hear me? Amazing. Amazing. Like God sent. And he's always smiling when he see you, you know. And takes his time. It's just him. He does it by himself. He don't have nobody with him. And he come and he do it, and he edge every single thing. You know how you like your stuff manicured, like even with your body, everything manicured. Like I like a well-grown yard, you know. And he does that, and I love it. So, you know, as a woman, like we like things a certain way, baby. And that's just it. That's it. That's all. Yeah, but this is my regimen. Like usually this top part right here, I usually got this swoop. I do the sides, like what I'm doing today, and that's what it is. This gray hair, baby, I ain't playing with nobody. You hear me? Nobody. It does what it does, okay? And I'm gonna do this, and then I will be back at y'all, okay? So I got my hair all situated, got it tied, got some time to spare. and get back on here and kick it with y'all. Oh, child, let me tell you something. The life of a person who worked 2 jobs, okay? Remember I said that. You got to get up early. Yeah, get your day started. A lot of times you don't feel like it, but you got to do what you got to do while you can do what you got to do, okay? That part. But, now I got a little time to spare again, and, I'm just sitting around. I'm take me a soak, because I've been kind of like bothered with different issues or whatever. So for a lot of you that don't know, like the name of my page is Health Fit 313 Vegan. I am vegan. Um, and there are a lot of things I cannot eat. It's not because I chose, I chose to be vegan, but it was my lifestyle. The things that I ate and whatever that was, it had taken a toll on my body. So my health failed. And that caused me to stop and take a look at the things that I had been doing, the things that I had been eating. What does my life look like? What am I doing? So I chose to gradually go to vegan. Now, mind you, I cut out all dairy, and chicken, beef. I had stopped eating pork back in the early, I think it was 97, 98 or something like that. But I was still eating fish. And so I'm still eating fish. Then guess what happened? Okay. I started going through menopause. So you got your health going bad. You're going through menopause, which anybody who is in their late 40s, 50s, you're going through menopause, you know what I'm talking about. So, mind you, the entire time I was anemic. Okay? So I'm like, huh, I ain't gonna have no menopause. I ain't gonna go through no hot flashes, especially when you anemic. That's a lie, okay? Because the hot flashes started coming, okay? They started coming when I say they came. Baby, that's how you be. Because you be so hot, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna stop eating fish. So this was like right before COVID, right? This is right before COVID. Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. So this was right before COVID, and I said, you know what? I'm about to stop eating fish. So I stopped eating the fish. This was probably like 2018. Probably about 2018. Yeah. Yep, probably about 2018 or so. Um, and stopped doing that. And of course, I wasn't drinking no pops. I wasn't eating no chips, none of that stuff like that. Man, let me tell y'all something. Okay, let me just finish this up. Then I'll tell y'all. Then guess what? The hot flashes stopped. I didn't have no more hot flashes, and guess what? I didn't have no menstrual cycle no more. What? It stopped. Like literally stopped. And it actually stopped. It stopped right in that period. It stopped. And I was just like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like, is it gonna come back or what? And when I say y'all did not come back, hot flashes stopped. And I was like, I'm on to something, right? Okay. So that was that lifestyle. My health was doing better. It had been a process from 2013 all the way up until the present day. So, I decided probably like about, I don't know, maybe about 3 months, 2, 3 months, that I was going to maybe incorporate fish back into my diet because of some issues, right? Yeah, I did. That wasn't a good idea. That was not a good idea. I'm Milan guy out there making noise. That's what caught me up there. And y'all, I had to stop. Uh, just recently, I went to I stopped to get some rally fries. I just want some fries. Like, I don't know what's in that grease, what was in them fries, but baby, let me tell you something. I woke up in the middle of the night out of nowhere. It could have been 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, whatever clock it was. It clocked me, okay? Because when I got ready to get out this bed, baby, my body felt like somebody had drop kicked me all over, okay? So fast forward, I had already said like I need to really like calm down on. And mind you, I cook all my food. I cook the majority of my food, but I had been eating vegan cookies and eating a whole bunch of bread and potatoes, y'all. If y'all know anything about bread and potatoes, y'all know. For me, I love bread and potatoes. That's my thing. Okay, that bread and potatoes don't play, baby. When I say that bread and potatoes get on you and get on you fast, if you want to gain some weight, you ain't gotta go take no supplements or nothing. Eat you a whole bunch of bread and potatoes, and I mean in different types of orders. However, mashed potatoes, fried potatoes, scalloped potatoes, whipped potatoes, French fries. Eat them. You will gain weight. Do you hear me? I was in a size medium about in January, and now I'm in a large. So January, February, March, April, May, June, 5 months. Jesus. Whew. And I'm telling you, stress on your body will get you together. So as women of older caliber, we have to pay attention to the things that we eat. Even younger women, we all have to pay attention to the things that we eat because in our lives, what does our lives look like? Because if there's a lot of stress, that will cause you to gain weight. That'll cause some issues in your health and your well-being overall, right? So as women, we have to pay attention to the overall, like what's going on in our life. We got to take a step back and look at self. So I have taken a step back and looked at self. And this is just a note for any and everybody who's watching this video. Take a step back and look at self and analyze what is it that's going on in your life that you need to stop. Because what I've noticed is our health is everything. Without your health, there is no you. There is no me. So we don't pay attention to us and get us together, it won't be us. That's just a note. So um I haven't been drinking any pop, eating them sweet snacks, them vegan sweet snacks. Cause baby, let me tell you something about them vegan products. Okay, you got a lot of processed stuff that's vegan. So you got some people that's out here that's vegan that's heavy too. Cause guess what? If you know, like I know, um, with the food, it's like for me, if I'm not eating beans, which make me gassy, that's why I don't like the beans like that. Ugh. I like beans, but I don't like them to be gassy, okay? Walking around being gassy. If you're not eating something that's heavy on you, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't feeling full, okay? And so I would snack. And that's the issue, the snacking. The coming home after work feeling hungry, right? Excuse me. That was getting to me. And that actually attributed to me eating things that caused me to gain the weight. So I'm on a mission to get this together, get me together. Because I know my vessel is given to me by God. And so I want to clean up this vessel. I want to get this vessel together so I can be used by God. Like, y'all, I don't know how much to, stress that this vessel belongs to God. It houses our spirit, man. And with it being cluttered, God can't move through us like he needs to. We can't move on our mission like we need to for him. So that's what I'm going through right now, along with these 2 jobs, trying to be the best person that I can be, honestly. Not allowing myself to not be who I am, and not allow people just because they have a difference of opinion to change who I am, in my opinion. That's a thing out here. People truly think that when you walk with God, that, you have to go with what they say, and you can't have a certain type of opinion, and you can't respond a certain type of way. Well, you can't respond a certain type of way, but you can be yourself. And I like to be real. I don't feel a need to candy coat anything at this point. If it's truly not of God, God will rebuke me. Not you. Okay? That's how I feel. Not you. But I am going to always be mindful of, I walk with God. So I'm mindful of that. However, there are things you will not do. You just won't. You won't do to me. You won't have access. Let me say that. And I strongly stand on being who you are. Be who you are, but be the best who you are. Understand that people will try to come up against you. It's that spirit. It's the spirit of the enemy that is working in them. Okay, that's why we have to let the Spirit of God work in us. Okay? We got to let the Spirit of God work in us so that God can do what he needs to do for us and the people around us, because it's about bringing lost souls to him. That's what it's about. So he's going to use us. And so right now in my life, I'm trying to be a vessel. Well, I ain't trying. I am a vessel. Say that. I am a vessel. Don't put trying nothing. We got to watch the words that are coming out of our mouths. I am a vessel. I am a child of God. So you all stick with me and walk with me through my journey as I become who it is that God would have for me to become. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad. There is some. And I'm here to show it all. No matter the opinions, I don't care about the opinions. Because I know these videos are here to help, to build, to encourage, to strengthen, and to guide some that may be going through, that don't have the answers, that are looking for a word from God. So stick with me, y'all. And let me go ahead and get and start getting everything together so I can get up out of here, so y'all can ride with me on my on my journey to work and stuff, so I can show y'all a couple of things, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of things, okay, about where I work at. Okay, stay tuned.